So when you're thinking about a career within animation, do you feel like you can access, so you'll be looking at graduate jobs now and other jobs, could you access those jobs without a university degree?
I think yes, for sure you can, but
Yeah.
it's much more difficult because like I mentioned before about the networking. For example, I know that ILM, which is like a really known visual effects company, I heard that they are just looking at showreels. They are not interested in your face, in anything. They just look at like your work. And that's what decides whether you're hired or not. But so you can produce a great piece of work without going to university. That's for sure. But the thing that's going to be like, oh yeah, someone will pass on your CV, someone will show this showreel to someone so they can decide. Yeah, this is what you get from the university, and like being in the industry before actually being in the industry, just meeting all those people. Then you can just basically reach out to someone, hey, this is my work, do you like it, can you just pass it on to recruiters or something like this. And a lot of times that's what gets people a job. Of course, there are examples of people that got it without going to university, but I think it's just much more easier. Plus, you know your friends, so if your course mate just got a job somewhere, you might end up taking it from him after that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, when he will finish. That's just the thing. That's just how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And so, yeah, I'd agree. And then knowing what to put in that show reel, what sort of things that people are looking for, do's and don'ts there'll be, and also how to stand out, because these professionals will be able to tell you, oh yeah, we get lots of this
Yeah.
sort of, whereas, and sort of you can then go, well, if they get lots of this sort of animation, then maybe I'll do something different to stand out. But again, if you're just learning from YouTube videos, you might be putting in that general animation that they've seen 50, 60 times that week as their
It's
interviews.
really like what puts them off is sometimes people just put on their shoulders like the tutorials. So you can basically follow something from A to B, like exactly. And they've seen a lot of those, so they want something original, obviously. But another thing about the university creating opportunities is, for example, we have the careers people that are helping you with like getting jobs sometimes. And of course, you can also like attend some festivals and things and talk to recruiters there. We also have opportunities for that in university. And especially like you can still access like the career service, and like all your lecturers are probably still happy to talk to you after you graduate. And that's like the best thing, I think, as well, just because you gained all those contacts and you have this like safety net, I would say. So you can always turn to someone to review a CV or something like that and tell you what are you doing wrong.
Yeah, definitely. And university is a safety net. It's a great way of putting it. Having a degree shows that you can learn to a certain standard. It's a safety net. Having networks of people that you can call upon is a safety net. So that's a really, really nice way of putting it. You can do it on your own without a safety net, but it's a bit harder. And if you fall, there isn't as many people to sort of catch you. I suppose it's a really good way of putting it.
It's
So
also about the motivation, I would say. So you have your peers here that are doing the same thing. And if I would be at home trying to learn animation on my own, I would know maybe like one person doing similar thing. And yeah, it's just having the motivation, because you see someone like I see my housemate working on something, and I'm really motivated to start my own things.
yeah.
Without that, it's really hard to keep yourself motivated to actually go for your goals.